Hey guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. And guys, this is the day 5 for Swift beginners, right guys? So let's get start with the day 5. So let's look at the moment. What is the topic? Okay, so today's topic is variables. Basically, I have discussed the variables in our, I think, second or third video, right? In which we have seen what are the basic syntax of Swift, okay, in which I have told you how can you create the variable, okay. In the data type sessions, also we have seen how we can create the variables with data type. But for right now, I'm taking a separate video only for variables, okay. So let's talk about variables. So guys, variables are what? Variables are nothing. Basically, variables are used to hold the values. Are you getting my point? Means, let's say we are developing an application in which user is going to register, right? User is going to register itself. So in that case, we need to hold the user data. While user is entering the data, we need to hold the data. We need to store the data for performing the computations. Are you getting my point? Right. So in that case, we need the variables, right? So how we can create the variables? So let's jump on our playground. So let me create once again a playground, right? So next, and this will be day 5, and let's create it. So guys, this is our variable, and as you can see, a variable is already defined here, that is str variable, okay, in which I have stored a string. So this is a variable, and we are defining the variable with the help of where keyword. Guys, we can define the variable by using let keyword also, right? So these two keywords are used to define the variables. So a variable is used to hold the values. As you can see, the a variable is holding 45 value, whether my str variable is going to hold a string. So this is a variable, okay guys. So now what is the type aliasing? Guys, I think I have already talked about it in the data types. So type aliasing is nothing but it's giving a name to a predefined data type. Means we can define our own name to predefined data types. Let's say we have a data type. Let's go on the playground, and we have a data type. Suppose I am creating a variable like variable my string, and the data type I am defining of this variable is a string, and now I am defining the value like Swift series, right guys? But instead of a string, I want to give any other name. Means I want to use the string data type with another name. So how we can do it? Just we need to write the type alias, and you need to define your type name and what is the type expression. Are you getting my point? So as you can see in this example, this is our type alias keyword, this is our own name, and this is the data type. So let's move on the playground and give our name like I want to give the like a word, okay. So I'm giving the word as the name of our string data type, okay. Now whenever we need to define the string, we can use word instead of a string, okay. So let's say I want to define a variable like name and the name of word type. Are you getting my point? So this time guys, word is treating as the string data type. Are you getting my point? So what is the type alias of a string? Clear? So I can give any string. So I hope I was able to tell you what is type alias, okay guys. So next thing is what constant and variables, okay. So we need to understand there is a concept of constant and variables. So guys, basically there are two keywords which are used to define our variable, okay, let and where. But there is a big difference between where and let, and that is what the let keyword is used to define the constants. Are you getting my point? Means if we define a variable with the let keyword, then we will not able to change the value while the execution in the whole program actually, right? So if we define a variable with the let keyword, then we will not able to change the value of that variable in whole program. For example, let's say we have defined the name as Raghu, and now I want to change this name's value with like Ram. Okay, so I want to reinitialize this value, this variable. So if I'm trying to reinitialize the name variable, then it's going to give me the error. Why? Because our name variable is declared with let keyword, means it is a constant variable. So if you want to take a variable, that variable's value can be changed in the further program, then that variable should be of declared with the where keyword instead of let keyword. Are you getting my point? So if you want to define the constant, then you can use let, otherwise you can use where. Clear to all of you? So guys, this is the big difference between let and where. So if I will make it as where, then as you can see, the error is going to be disappear. Now our output, as you can see, the output, if I print Ram, then it is going to print it will be name, right? So let's run it. So guys, as you can see, our output is Ram. Okay, in this window you can see each and every line's output. Okay, so A's value is 45 and my string value is Swift says. I hope clear to all of you. Next is type annotation. Type annotation is, guys, same. You can give the data type, right? Like at the time of declaring a variable, if you want to define the data type, then you can define here, okay, in this way. So this is nothing but it's a type annotations, means we are notating the type of a variable. Clear to all of you? Now guys, there are some rules and naming convention for variable names. Means the characters which we can use while defining the variable name, these are the small a to z, capital A to z, underscore, and 0 to 9. Clear to all of you? Means you can use only these letters to define a variable. If you are using beyond these, then you should get an error. Okay, so let's try it, and let's define a variable like A1. Okay, so as you can see, the criteria is what? A to Z, right? Underscore and 0 to 9 digits. Okay, so we are using A1 is equals to, and we are going to initialize a value. So is it a valid or not? Yes, this is 100% pakka valid. Okay, so guys, these are the valid character sets which you can use to declare a variable. Okay, you can use dollar also. Okay, but the variable name should not be start with a digit or dollar. So let's jump on the playground and let's try. Let's say we want to declare a variable like a percentage is equals to, we are giving like this. Okay, we are giving the values like this. So as you can see, guys, it is giving me error. Okay, so if I write like this, then see, is it giving me error? No, right? Because A1, 2, these are the valid character set to define a variable. Clear to all of you? And guys, defining the data type is optional. I think I already told you. So giving the data type at the time of declaration is optional. If you are not giving the data type, compiler automatically detect the data type on the basis of value, and this behavior is known as type inference. Clear to all of you? So guys, let's try 2 or more one examples, right, to check. So as you can see, I am declaring a variable with name 3a, right, but it is giving me error. Why? Because it is violating a rule, and that rule is what? Your variable name should not start with a digit. So as you can see, there are some rules. So name should not start with a digit. Okay, you can use these character sets, digits or dollar, and uppercase and lowercase are distinct, and case, because case Swift 4 is a case sensitive language, right? So actually Swift 5 is the current version. Okay, so guys, if I declare a variable like a is equals to 56, is there any, okay, and I'm taking another variable with 57, then guys this a variable and this a variable will be treated as separate variables. Are you getting my point? I think a already used. Okay, so let me comment it, and okay guys, so as you can see guys, I have declared two variables, right? A small letter a and capital. So guys, as you can see, these both are valid and these both will be treated as separate variables. Okay, so I can print a's value and also this a variable value. Okay, so I hope clear to all of you. Now let's run and check. So guys, as you can see, 56 and 57 is printed. Okay, now guys, after that, I think type inference I have already told you. If you are not defining the data type, then compiler automatically detect the data type on the basis of provided value to a variable. Okay, and it is a type safe, because if you declaring a variable with the data type, then you cannot initialize initialize the value out of that data type. Means if we declared a variable of type my int, and I'm giving the data type it as, and let me giving a float value, sorry, double value. So as you can see guys, I'm initializing a double value to a integer. Okay, so it is going to giving a error, and the error is what? Cannot convert value of type double to specified type int. Clear to all of you? So guys, be careful about it, right? So it is a type safe and type inference. Now guys, this is a very important concept of comments. Okay, how we can comment? Are you getting my point? So comments are nothing but these are the extra lines of extra lines in our code, which are basically used to indicate about the code. Okay, like description about the code. So what our code is going to do, these are lines are going to be done. Okay, so guys, let's say we have a variable and we want to write a comment here, and comment is what? This line is demonstration of declaring a variable. Okay guys, sorry. So guys, as you can see, this is the comment. Are you getting my point? This line won't be executed by our compiler. This is just for the, you know what, information purpose. So this line is indicating that this line is used to declare a variable, right, for the demonstration purpose. So you can use the comments in your code. So guys, if you want to become a good programmer, then you should write the comment with your codes, so that one another programmer can understand your code. Are you getting my point? So the comment can be of single line or multiple line. Let's say I want to define the multiple lines of comments, and how we can do it? If I write in the next line, then it is not treating as comment. Okay, so why? Because if we want to define the multi-line comments, then in that case you should use forward slash with asterisk mark. Okay, so guys, as you can see, now it is a multi-line comment. Okay, so you can write any number of lines of comment, okay, in between these pairs. Okay, so guys, basically this double slash is used for single line comment, and this slash with asterisk is used to give the multi-line comments. Clear to all of you? And it should be placed in the beginning and at the end of the comment, but the double slash should be only in the front of the line where you want to write the comment. Okay, Clear to all of you? So this is for this video. I will see you in the next video. And guys, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, kindly subscribe the channel. Please share it with your friends so that they also can learn something new and you know what, iOS app development. And guys, from today onwards I'm gonna give you some practice question so that you can do the practice at your home, and after doing the practice you should move on the next video. So kindly make sure before moving on the next video you should solve all the practice questions, right? Thank you for watching this video guys, and like, comment and share. Okay, bye bye, take care, have a nice day.